So we return for more Middle-earth Shadow of War. So as I've said, that I'm going to talk about Ratbag. So he was one of the characters you could meet in Shadow of Mordor, and he was an Uruk that wanted to go up the ladder, and you used him to get up the ladder. And his whole shtick was that he was afraid, he had terrified stat of everything. And so there's that, but also I'm gonna pick up this Deadly Striker, which allows you to have multiple glaive swings. So it says after it's charged, you keep holding, and then you have multi-swing glaive combos. Also on my list of things to do is grab this Ithilden, now that I have the ability to. And so you go with the Ratbag, you wind up conning him to get him up to War Chief, because there were no overlords in Shadow of Mordor. You get him to War Chief, and after that point, you've killed all the other War Chiefs in the area. And the Hammer of Sauron comes around and says, where are all the War Chiefs? And then Ratbag's like, oh, all of them are dead except for War Chief Ratbag. Him. Now the problem with that is that the Hammer of Sauron's like, and you didn't die with them? Oh, that's fun. And basically strikes down Ratbag the coward and dies. That's what we're all informed of, at least. And then in this game he comes back and makes a joke about how in the first game, the only way to confirm that Orc won't cheat death is to... what is this? Is this Slaughter? This is Slaughter. I think this is Slaughter. No, this is a Slaughter tribe. So yeah, each tribe has their own fancy themes. So we go through this. War Chief Ratbag comes back, says that the only way to make sure they die is.
Tell you one last thing. Now that you have my fort, it will eventually come under attack, which you already know since you attacked it once yourself. Nicely done, by the way. The thing is, you don't always need to be on the defense. You have scouts who can sniff out enemy forts, so you can go on the attack yourself. You know what they say, the best offense is a good offense. And don't worry about running low on orcs. If you ever need new recruits, you go talk to a globe they call the Headhunter. He'll sort you out. Oh, Shrock. I forgot to fill Ranger's feeding bowl before I left. He's gonna be cranky if I don't get back. I'm coming, Ranger!
So this is online conquest, where you can go hire or Uruks and all that, and there's Burning Man deal going on over here. That is disgusting. So you keep going through all this. I'm spacing out so mad. Essentially, the only way to confirm that an Uruk wouldn't cheat death in the first game was to get a decapitation on him. Same really applies, except for the fact that I cut off a dude's head like 3 times and he kept coming back. Albeit he had a new shtick, and his whole shtick was he was the Stitch. He had a bunch of he was stitched up all together, all his limbs, specifically around his neck. So this is the fight pits.
Ah, the fight pits. You know, this is more than just a place to pop some orcs' heads off, although that is something I cannot recommend enough. But the fight pits are where you can test your followers, see what happens when they have a go at some other geezer. They're always bringing in tough orcs to fight, and if your fella survives, he'll be stronger for the experience. If he snuffs it, well, the one who done him in has what it takes, so there's a potential new recruit. And however it shakes out, your boys will love watching the show. Nothing boosts morale up like bodies going down.
You turned your back on orc flesh!
This is not one of my guys. This is a demo fight that you can't actually do anything about it. Maku the Nightmare there. You can't control this fight.
Wasn't that a good time? Grog was drunk, laughs were had, blood was shed, and Grog was drunk. Ah, there's no fight like a pit fight.
Rule 1 of pit fights, don't talk about pit fights. You can command your war chiefs to go do pit fights as well. So now we have unlocked the ability to just go do any region. This is the DLC region. Lithlad. That comes later. Why is this? Oh, because it's not. So we can do this. We now have the challenges to come to confront the Outlaw and Slaughter Tribe champions, which is just this whole fun thing. But more importantly, what I can now do is continue the Karnan quest. Which is my goal right now. Inventory. Sell that armor. Character. Oh, quests. There we go. So we go to Gorgoroth to continue the Karnan quest. More chosen objectives. More chosen objectives. More siege stuff. Shelob memories. Tribal showdowns in all of the places. Which that's not the only way to get Slaughter and Outlaw tribe captains. As we've seen, that I had a Slaughter captain, but I only now unlocked that DLC. Where's Gorgoroth? There we go. So here we go. I'm gonna go to the fireplace. Probably get myself wrecked because this is a very tough area. But I'm gonna do it anyways. Because I am after that dragon riding. And so this is where the actual tutorial ends, because you now have free reign to go fight whoever you want to fight. The captains in specific areas will be different levels. And there is a certain pattern that you're supposed to go if you want to go from low level to high level. Or you could brute force it. Or you could go do side quests, which is what I'm going to do. Because I want Dragon Song. Alright. Oh boy, this level. That's a far ways away. Yeah, as you can see, there's going to be 5 war chiefs in this area. This is one of the... Oh boy. This is a difficult area of the game. But I'm fully intent on acquiring myself the ability to... Also, since I'm now level 20, I'm going to actually be equipping the Bright Lord set that I have possessed. And hopefully, I'll run into a captain that I can fight for those. But I'm already gonna die in 2 hits anyways, so it's not too big of a loss to lose my health bonus and my stealth bonus. Which is why I'm gonna do this now as opposed to later.
You have survived to tell them.
So this is the part where we have to fight a Balrog. This is fun. Honestly, I didn't know we could go do this one so fast, but... Is it really only like a 4-step thing?
Targaroth, we call you to the shadows. Rise and join our glory. Rise and join the Shadows' army. Come to us. Rise. Rise.
So as we're witnessing, there are necromancers.
What do they unearth? They are summoning death. But it will be death for all.
Sorry about that, I had to go check on something. Zog the Eternal. Kill Zog the Eternal. New objective. We also have to kill all the acolytes. I do suggest that you go through and try and take out the flying acolyte, the ones in the towers first, as to not have to worry about being shot at while you're finishing this section. Actually, those were those guys. Zog the Eternal. Flammable, sickly, dazed by stealth, and weak to stealth attacks. Hey, he's dazed by stealth. So there we go.
What an honor to meet the most famous dead man in Mordor. You really shook the world with that ring-forging trick of yours. After that, Targaroth only needed a little coaxing. Now, it rises to the surface, and it comes for you.
Zog.
He's immune to curse. I'm fairly certain that he can also get kill. Aw, really? Jeez, that guy hits hard. While I'm on this quest, actually, I'm gonna switch over to my normal gear. Cause you can't level things up to your level until you actually complete all the challenges. There's 3 for legendaries, 1 for epics and rares.
Don't be sad. It doesn't end here. I will wake all the dead of Mordor before we're done. All the lives you ended. And once they're risen, who do you think they'll come for? Oh yes, we'll meet again.
So he uses a trickster smoke bomb, and I get murdered by this guy. Really? And do I have to redo that whole section again? Probably. Yes, yes, yes. Skip the Shelob talk because that doesn't matter. So yeah, there are many ways to go about this. That was not one of them. Trying again, take 2. Here we go. Where I take out all of these acolytes first. Get the stealth hit on Zog. Poison that, detonate it. Go for the ground finisher.
Don't be sad.
And then I have to sit through this again.
I will wake all the dead of Mordor before we're done. All the lives you ended. And once they're
Listen to this conversation with all the orcs in the background screen.
they'll come for. Oh yes, we'll meet again. Swallowed by the darkness.
Go for the brand, because it's defeat, not kill. You can just spam quick throws until things die, but it doesn't do that much damage, as you can see.
Callion, it has begun. The Balrog is rising.
We'll not give it the chance.
So here's a cool part of this quest. We get to fight a Balrog. I think a Balrog is what drags Gandalf into the pit after the "you shall not pass" thing. As it's a Balrog.
Fools. No one can tame a Balrog.
To me, however, it's just a kick-ass fire demon. With the that's what kills. That is indeed what drags Gandalf into the pit.
This foe is beyond us, Celebrimbor.
Not with the spirit of Carnan at our side.
This is the most like
Woken by the thring, flames burn us. You woke him.
I would say that this is
You woke him.
this is like a very contrived boss fight, which it is, because it is entirely a gimmick fight. But what we do get out of it is we get to have a basically
You must fire into its bang.
this is not a good fight to walk into without any ammo. So he gets his like little rig glowing on his back. And don't get hit by falling debris is the side objective here. There's not really enough iframes on your dodge to keep dodging it. I'm actually gonna go switch over my gear. I don't think you can iframe through those.
Back to pitted sleep. We bury again.
But there's the very nice to see. We actually have to, you're basically just sprinting in circles. It's like the Kayla Dathame fight from Warframe. Run in circles while you wait for the next stage of the fight. Nope. Somehow I managed to not get hit by debris there. You have surprisingly generous time windows to keep dodging. You can shoot him on the shoulder or the back. Rule of threes, I presume, yes. You do 3 of those. Then you climb onto the Carnage Graug back, and you gotta reach Tar Goroth. And this is the part where not getting hit by debris actually comes into play. Or I just completely jank the hitboxes on all that debris. You're not necessarily on a time window for this section, but it does appear that those are patterns. They aren't actually like specific to fall on you. And they put a bunch of... Alright, so this is the cool part. You get to have like a robot fight. It's a QTE fight, but... You get like... It's basically a mecha fight, is how it feels. You can punch him out of his attacks. You get the dodge input. You block. Go for the haymakers. Then you get a window to just go pound on him. All these QTEs. Actually, I don't even need to hit anything for those. Punch him in the kidneys. Kidney punch, kidney punch. And pause. I'm not sure how, I know I'm supposed to be like having like actual like commentary here, but you're freaking playing Karnan. You're playing a nature spirit beating up a fire demon. In this like very like contrived like beat 'em up. It's a QTE version of like Sakabaka robots or something. How limited your movement is. Alright, so what we saw there is that Targaroth's chest got opened up, and we just go ham into it as we get flung off.
It is revealed into the eye of his trumpifier.
And you had 3 shots in there. I missed it in the eagle eye vision part. But we gotta go ride Karnan again. Continuing to avoid debris falling on us. Which I don't know if there's any more debris sections, but... yeah.
No rest for you, no rest for we, deathless one.
And that was that quest.
She is truly a power to be reckoned with.
The spirit of Karnan has witnessed Middle-earth's devastation and its revival many times over. She was here before any of us, and she will be here long after we have perished.
So that was that. A really fun section of the quest. We completed a challenge, apparently. Don't know what the challenge was, but we completed it.
If we do not stop Targoroth, he will venture far beyond.
So as we can see, the mission is no longer here. Now, what I did the first time is I went through until I got to here to complete the mission. But no, you can just go finish the rest of the quest right now, which is what I'm gonna go for. And we're at 22% of the game. So there's about 9 quests in this. I'm trying to remember how many it takes to actually complete to get Dragon Song. I don't know if it's completing this quest line, but I'm fairly certain it is. But let's find out. So we go over to Saragost, which is over here. It's the icy place. And we go get a dragon. After I check how long the Let's Play's been running. Yeah, let's end that episode there. And I'll be back next episode with more Shadow of War.